What it do, what it does, what it be like? It's your boy Black Girl, aka Dr. H.A.A.S. This is the Doctor's Orders podcast, brought to you by H.A.A.S Entertainment and Enterprises in collaboration with VisionSport Management. What it do? Welcome back. Glad to see y'all. I ain't gonna even go real long with this one, because speaking of VisionSport, we got the heart and soul, the straight mind, body, and soul of VisionSport, Mr. Jonathan Belton, back with us one more again. He blessed us with his presence a couple episodes back. Kind of gave you the groundwork, but I think he got some more he want to get off his chest about what's been happening lately, especially in the statewide scene in Louisiana with what he got going on. So JB, man, the floor yours, bro.
Well, I appreciate the introduction. I also want to show some love to all the hard work you've done. The whole team, everybody's putting on. We're doing major things. The Silverbacks Gym in Oberlin, Silverbacks Muay Thai Fitness. Shout out to MG, my business partner, Calvin, VP of Talent Relations. You, of course, helping us with a lot of media. I just wanted to come on and let everybody know that we're doing big things and better things for fighters. And it's about time these fighters get their butt in gear. I wanted to come on and talk about the new developmental plan that we have for fighters. I also wanted to come on and, share a few words on how I'm feeling about the state of fighting here in the state of Louisiana.
He come to check y'all if y'all ain't understanding in the professional terms. I'm gonna let you know he's sick of hearing all this rendezvous and this blase blah. So he come to check y'all respectively, of course. But yeah.
Well, it's a tough business. Let's get that out the way. It's a tough business. Yeah. And I really want fighters to stop thinking that it's an easy business. It's not.
Word.
We have a big issue that nobody here in the state of Louisiana knows anybody. And this is not how we roll. We should be on top of things. We should be recognizable in every state in the world that we got talent down here. It's not my fault that coaches are telling these kids the wrong way to be noticeable and be recognized. And I have no problem with no coach here in the state of Louisiana. I just think that if you haven't experienced the level of care and the teamwork that can be behind you, then, people should stop getting hurt and losing fights and thinking that that's okay. Right. So our new fighter developmental plan is real simple. It's a smaller price, and we give you exactly what these fighters been looking for. We have advisory, we have sponsorship, we have matchmaking. As a developmental fighter, it should feel great to have sponsorship walking in the door. And that's what we offer. We get you sponsorship. It may not be the sponsorship that everybody wants, everybody's looking for, but at least we're showing you that we have companies to back you and care about you. Put some cash in your pocket, even as an amateur. Even as an amateur. Show these fighters immediately, hey, look, we got companies that are willing to back 100% if you're going to get in that ring and not run, actually fight. We also have the advisory and the consulting area that we offer that comes with the manager fee based off of us walking you through the whole process, getting you where you need to be, closing you, and making sure you get that full fighter experience. Then the matchmaking, top of the line, MG, Morgan Gilry, the owner of Silverbacks Muay Thai Fitness, has done a great job of making connections and making friendships and making, partnerships with a lot of promoters to get you on shows that you need to. If you want to fight, we're gonna fight. We're simple managers, and we're not promoters. We're managers, right. and we don't want nobody to get that misconstrued. We're here to help the client. We're not here to help everybody around the client. So
And
it's
that's what
all
I
right.
want to
But
ask
we
you,
make it
man.
happen.
I want to stop you right there though. Why do people get that so misconstrued? Because, and especially locally, like you were saying about the networking and how there's no real camaraderie and nobody really knows anybody when they're working in Louisiana. Why do they get the position so confused, man? Why are they so misled?
Well, I think that the main thing is what you see on TV. Um, People seem to forget that that's hard work, and it takes a long time to get there.
Yeah.
So I'll walk you through a process of how we do things at Vision Sport. A lot of people want, they think, oh man, that dude's just talking crap. He don't know what the hell he's talking about. He ain't never been this far in the business. What the hell does he know, right? Well, I can tell you this. Let's say I'll show you how I'll do a little rough draft with you right quick. So let's say Earl, you wanted to fight, all right? And you come up to me and you say, John, boy, I want to be a fighter. What do I need to do? What do I have to do? First off, I'll ask you if you're involved in the gym, and then I want to know, have you been training? Okay, we'll get the whole logistics down. Okay, we
Yeah.
have a whole sheet down where we check all the boxes to make sure that you are prepared to enter a fighting career. And then I'll ask you one question: what are you doing this for? So if you say, I'm
Mm,
doing this for the money, now I ask you, how much money are you trying to do this for?
yeah.
And you tell me, and then I'll say, how long do you plan on doing this for? Because guess what? This can end in an instant. People get hurt. People go to the ground sometimes and don't get up. So
Facts.
there has to be this level of care and respect to where we get this agreement of what you risk in your life for. I'm sorry if you joined the gym and there was some promises made and you
Yeah.
didn't get your promises. 9 times out of 10, you said you wanted to fight. Let's fight. Let's put you in there. Let's get you on a show within a 5 hour range, and let's get you taken care of. Okay. Let's make sure you don't get into something you didn't have no business getting into.
Yeah. And
And
see,
right
that's how I
now we're
feel
trying to
about them.
stop. Uh-huh.
I see that's how I feel about it
Well,
right
we
there.
just
You got to be able to
yeah.
have some type
Hey,
of compassion for the
go
people
ahead.
that's gonna fight. I don't see why a lot of these people, the real aspiring fighters, like you was explaining, because you like a lot of them be, y'all say they be with the bullshit. To be quite frank about it, for those fighters that are hungry, they do need leadership, such as what you guys do at Vision Sport. So yeah, man, continue, bro. I ain't want to cut y'all.
No, you good. And the biggest thing is the leadership out of it. I hate to have a kid come up to me and tell me that he wants to do something and he doesn't achieve it. Win, lose, or draw. What did you do this for? It's time to stop saying, I just want to be a fighter. Well, you got to eat.
Yeah,
You
facts.
got to have transportation. You got to have shelter. Can we get that established as well as fight? Most of these fighters have regular day jobs. Now, look, I can't pick them and choose them, but
Yeah,
I will not play with fighters that are not serious because this is a money business, and I know everybody say, "Oh, it's not about the money." I had a fighter tell that before they hop up in the DM hollering about, in the comment section, it's not about money for a true fighter. Yeah, but the fighter, you're the fan that you are of your biggest fighter is doing it for the money. I guarantee you, he's not doing it for you.
you got to eat. Yeah,
So yeah, he gotta eat. He got a family. Or she.
yeah,
I just
facts.
I'm sick and tired of these fighters not knowing what they're getting themselves into. And I'm okay. I'm okay with you wanting to get in there and get it off. Get it off. But if you're serious, do it for a reason.
Hey, real, real, man. I agree with that 110%. Everybody got to have a reason for what they're doing, period. But when it comes to something like that, when you're really putting your life on the line, like ain't nothing like combat sports, period. Any combat sport, you got to have the old mentality set to, hey, man, this all could stop. One lick could take me out off my game, and it might not kill you. You could be paralyzed. You could just be, gravely injured. Ain't gonna even be able to perform no more. And if you're really passionate about it and you love it like that, I like what you guys are doing to have somebody mentally prepared, physically prepared, don't just throw no Joe Blow in the ring that just feels like they're gonna make a quick check or get their name hot. So what else you want to tell them about? Oh yeah, why we don't be hearing about these fighters from Louisiana? What is it, bro? You hear about them from everywhere else,
Well,
bro?
well, I have a special place in my heart from where I'm from. I know that we are not the most populous state in the country, and I also know that we don't have a portal created for stars. Most fighters leave here. Most fighters forget where they come from, and most fighters don't have to acknowledge Louisiana because Louisiana don't acknowledge them.
Damn.
I want, I want them. I want a portal here in the state, since I'm living here now,
Mhm.
to be here's the next big thing. I don't want to hear about it when you get the contract. I want to hear about it. I want people to start calling in and saying, hey, I
What's
want
up,
to sign that guy because he's the
bro?
best guy in the state. Okay.
Bro.
I want to sign that guy or that girl because I'm hearing a lot about it. I'm tired of the 10 fights before I get to the UFC, the 12 fights before I get to the UFC. After a 10 fight amateur career, it cannot be that hard. That's a lot on the body. And I know a
Yeah,
lot
man.
of people don't care. And I know the coaches got a job. And I'm not blaming the coaches because they got to keep the lights on as well. But the biggest issue we have is the portal of marketable fighters. You
That
can't
pipeline.
tell me exactly the pipeline of talent. Where is the number one, two, three, four, and five? Why are they not fighting each other? Why are we not having
Facts, bro.
shows in the state? Why are we not having shows in the state to crown a number one? Who is the Louisiana mixed martial arts state champion? Okay,
And they
now
got
we
so
know who
many
the man
games.
is, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. But it's just they have a real issue here with backing the talent, and I'm tired of that. I really
Yeah.
want to help everybody here. I really want to help everybody, but the thing is, I can't help everybody. I'm
Nah, it's
human,
impossible.
you
It's
know. I'm
impossible.
human,
But
but
you need a
I
team, man.
also have,
You
yeah.
got to have a team for that. You got to have a squad. I want to ask you because you kind of explained it already. What would it take to create that type of pipeline? What kind of people do you guys have to have a network and politic together to make that type of thing happen in this state?
Well, I get a lot of fighters out of state, and that's the problem.
Mm.
And it's not a problem. It's a good problem. It's a good financial problem,
That's a great
but
problem to have. Yeah,
it's a great problem to have. But it digs at me that I'm from here,
word. And you got to touch all these folks from out of
and the
state, and you
talent
know they
here,
got something here. Yeah,
exactly. And I got
yeah.
yeah, and I got people that reach out to me from out of state. I mean, I'm very thankful to be working with talent here and answering questions and consulting fighters here. I know a lot of their coaches don't know that they consult with me for answers to these questions that they have that they can't get at their own gym. I
Yeah.
also want to give a shout out right quick to Robert Fontenot for taking first
Word.
place in the Arkansas Strongman. Arkansas Strong he is the heavyweight champion. We need to put some respect on the heavyweight champion,
We
and you will see coming up before the summer ends how
uh-huh.
he is going to be presented, and people are going to know who he is. I
Who
guarantee
he
you that.
is.
If Vision has something to say about it.
Man, I'm blessed to
Um,
have him. Last episode, we chopped it up about that
yeah,
same competition, and I was like, man, after I talked to him, I was like this is the same Rob that I knew, but it's like his mentality is just he just had not like a cockiness, no, but just a real confidence. He felt very prepared. He felt very ready, and it is something in the back of my mind. I
exactly.
said, man, I would not be surprised if this man go up there to Arkansas and take that competition. So I was so grateful to hear that boy plays
Well,
first,
I
man. That
think
was wonderful.
I can't remember his position. I don't want to
Yeah, I mean, I just quote,
say
but
something
he
I
went
don't
up
know
there
about.
and
But I can.
and
Yeah. Well, no, I'm talking about. I don't remember what he placed in his last competition. I think it was third. I don't want to
uh-huh,
mess it up, but he did win first. He's the king of Arkansas.
uh-huh.
It's time. It's time for everybody to stop playing.
Shout
I
out
mean, we got
Basil.
somebody to come from. Yeah, shout out Basil. He's the king of Arkansas. He's the strongest in Arkansas. and it needs to be, it needs to be known and recognized who he is and what he's done. I'm happy for him
Mhm.
and Dusty, man. They pushed really hard
Yeah, shout out Dusty B, man.
to do something. Yeah, Dusty Bertrand. They really do a lot uh to take it to the next level. They found something that they like to do and they push hard. And that needs
Hell
to be
yeah.
recognized. Anybody, and we at Vision Sport, we want to help anybody that pushes hard and wants to be, well, they don't have to want to be recognized, but they should be recognized.
Right. For the
Coming
humble
from where
ones,
they come from, doing what they do. Yeah, not just that, but like I said, we got to have a pipeline so people can start getting some recognition around here. Oh, you do that? That's cool. No, he don't do that. He's the best, and he works hard at it. And
Nah.
people need to start
Fact.
knowing that. But
Yeah.
you know, the big issue again is marketable fighters, fighters who never spoken before, fighters who don't know how to get their own sponsorship. Look,
Mm,
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a lot of fighters I worked with and talked to. They have management team. Okay,
yeah.
I'm not gonna speak on their management team, but I can tell you this: the biggest issue is I don't think they know what they signed. Okay,
Yeah.
now if you with a management team and you're fighting local, and you're listening to this and watching this, when the last time you heard from your management team? That's my number one question.
Mm,
My number two question is who's picking your fights? Who's
mm-hmm.
finding you sponsorship? Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Who's checking on you every other week, time to time, making sure your weight is accurate, your training, you're doing what you're supposed to do. Because when you come on to Vision Sport, you're going to fight continuously. Whether you want to or not,
Huh, bro?
this is not what we got into it for.
Yeah.
It's not a want to or not business. It's a now business. A
Stay
trainer
active.
told me a while back it's the young man's game. And he wasn't lying.
Mm,
Me and MG, me and Morgan Gilbert, we work extensively hard every day, working on ways to make fighters have an easier path, to build themselves up. We say this all the time. Why not box and do MMA? What's wrong with that? Oh, well,
mm,
I like him. I know what you like, but Jake Paul's going to need an opponent one day.
huh, bro?
A boxer that's going to retire or take a fight with an MMA fighter to stay relevant. And that's big money fight. But
It
a
is,
lot
bro.
of fighters don't think that's possible if they never heard nobody break it down to them that have
Huh.
connections like we have in California, in New York, in Florida, in Texas. You know what I mean? In Oklahoma, in Chicago. We have connections. The
Oh,
problem
that's
is we don't have the talent that's willing to bet on themselves because
mm,
they're being told you're only gonna learn it in here. You're not gonna learn it out there. But nobody knows who you are, champ.
first off,
If
yeah.
I go to your city, yeah, if I go to your city, if I go to Lafayette, and I asked about a UFC fighter who was out of Lafayette, and they only know Dustin. Respect to Dustin Poirier. He paid, he's paving the way to put it on the map. But
Right, right.
they only tell me that they know Dustin, and they don't know the active UFC fighters that are actually living in that town. That is a major issue.
That's a big
That
red
is not
flag.
a minor issue. That's a big red flag to say that you are signed with a major promotion and your own city don't know who you are. So at Vision Sport, we got a method. We go, we try to control sectors. Okay, people can learn from this if they watch it. We go town, okay, city, state, country. Okay, it's that simple. I'm giving y'all the game on here, people. I don't know
Straight
what else
up.
I got to do. Okay, if I don't know you in your town, if I don't know you in your state, if I don't know you in your city, if I don't know you in your state and your country, then who the hell are you? Why are you
Yeah,
doing this? You know what I mean?
for
Oh
real.
well, like I said, I'm doing it because there's honor and there's respect. Yeah, but there's no honor among thieves, and sometimes somebody is there just to collect the money.
Just
They don't give a
man,
damn about how somebody feels about them if they bash your brains
you
in.
preach. Man, you preaching, bro.
It's a raw and uncut business. It's time to
Yeah.
stop lying to these fighters and tell them, look, it's a raw and uncut business. What you
Hmm.
don't understand about that? It's brutality at its finest, but it
And they
also
gotta
pays well.
and they gotta
Go ahead.
understand and respect that like you coming on this podcast and you giving it to them straight. You ain't trying to win over nobody. You ain't trying to force nobody hand. You're really just giving people the actual game. And I'm wondering why folks aren't as receptive to that. Why aren't they believing? Is it just that many people out there just doing that old janky shit, if you will?
I really think that it's misinformation. It's
Okay.
misinformation. The
So
amount
like
of
they
time
ain't
that
getting
I
the right
put in,
idea.
well, the amount of time that I put in to find out all this information
Mhm.
and alter it to my benefit and alter it to other fighters' benefits, people always tell me, man, that's great. That's a great idea. Man, that sounds great. Man, that's exactly what I needed to hear. But then when you find out that you have to get in there, I can talk to you all you want,
Yeah.
but you have to get in there. So the biggest thing is I don't know, and I hate to say I don't know, but I don't know what is it going to take to let these fighters know you need to read what the hell you signed, okay? And if they're not honoring the contract, that is a breach of contract, okay? If you're with
Yeah.
a management team and you're not getting what you agreed to, that is a breach of contract if you have a real management team. But I know a lot of fighters get with a lot of management teams and they think that, okay, since the big star is with this management team, I'm gonna be a big star.
Hmm.
Okay, win,
Put your
win,
boots on the ground.
win.
Yeah.
Okay,
I ain't seen it. So
I ain't seen it. Where is it? How much money have you made? Okay, if you're fighting
most.
one, two, three times a year, I number one, I tell fighters this all the time. If you are fighting multiple times a year and winning, then it steady should be going up. It shouldn't be regular and minimum. It should be minimum, regular, and premium.
Increasing.
Okay,
Hell yeah.
person. Okay, if you're not getting more and you have a great record, then something is wrong with your team who is behind you and negotiating your fights. Or we'll take any damn thing. Those days are over with. If you're
Right.
special, you should be treated special. You should be paid special.
Special. Word. Well, that's preaching. And everybody needs to sit down and really let that sink in. If you know you putting in the work and you're not reaping any residuals and your management team don't have your back, and that's crazy because it's in every industry, but I can only speak
It
on what
is.
I know. Management, you only the artist and the athlete are only as good as management allows them to be, if that makes any sense. Like you could be the greatest, you could have the most drive, you could really want to take care of business, but if your management squad is not doing their part, connecting those dots that you can't connect, because you're only one man, regardless. Which is why I would love to see more people support you, John. I ain't gonna lie, because the bigger y'all build y'all's management team, I think the better you'll be able to execute your game plan the way that you got it laid out. People will be able to take advantage of this system, and you can truly build that pipeline of fighters to come out of Louisiana, man, and it could really blow things up.
I don't want to keep going so hard, but the thing is this: if any fighter needs consultant, 580-89-337-580-8958. If you need consulting, don't play with me. Just come straight at me. Hey man, I'm doing this. What I need to do? Hey man, what should I do? This ain't the hustle business. This the guaranteed business. All right.
Yeah.
If you pulling up to a fight, the best thing I can tell a fighter is this: wouldn't it be nice to roll up and name your own price? Wouldn't it be nice to roll up and say, "Hey, look, I'm undefeated. I'm good. I know what you paid me the last time. I'm gonna need a little more of that. And not only am I gonna need a little more of that, I'm gonna guarantee you a great show. If
Hey,
your team, if your team is not speaking in that way, you don't have a team. You got a lot of yes men, and it
uh,
sucks because it sucks because these guys they want yes men. Everybody needs a yes man. What I get a lot from fighters is, what's up with their sponsorship, man? What's up with that sponsorship money? They want money. They want money. The
yeah,
money is in the ring. The sponsorship is your good name. Okay? If I see you
word.
fighting and you don't have sponsorship and I got a developmental plan that has sponsorship involved with over 3 companies that's ready to go.
Mhm.
And you telling me I don't have sponsorship, but I'm with a management company?
Yeah,
We have a serious issue. So like I
straight up,
said,
that
Earl,
ain't making sense.
I don't mean to jabber about things, but I'm very passionate. I love
About
this. I love mixed martial arts. I love boxing, and I love talent that's willing to take it to the next level. But if you're not about the money in a money industry, what the hell are you in the business for? That's all I want to know. Because
zoom
if
in.
you're doing it for you, do it for you, dog. I ain't got no problem with that. Do it for you.
Yeah,
Lose my number, please.
fact.
But if you're
Just
in it
play.
for your family, if you're in it for your liabilities, if you're in it for your assets, come to Vision Sport. Leave those people who told you they were going to do all of these magical things, all right? And come
Straight
somewhere where you're going to get a guarantee, okay? The reason you're not in the UFC because nobody's calling the UFC for you, man. That's all
at
it is.
all. Nobody connecting the dots. This is not one of those death row calls. You ain't got to worry about JB being all in the videos dancing. It's strictly business or lose the number, is what the man is telling you today. Where else? Where else can they reach you? Because I know it ain't just that phone number. They got spit them out. You got the emails, websites.
We got the
Shout out to
Instagram. We
gyms.
got the
Yeah.
Instagram website. We got the website VisionSport.net, where you can see all of our services. I mean, I don't know
Mhm.
what else I have to say. I just never seen people that get into a sport. This is not a car game. This is an
Mm.
actual sport where you
I
can
know
get
that.
paid. This is where you can actually get paid, and they don't want the money, or they want the money, but they don't know how to get to it, and they
Yeah, can't get
refuse to reach out to Vision Sport Management because they just talking crap. They don't know what they're talking
Mhm.
about. But let me ask you a question. At the end of the year, and you're working your regular day job, and you're just starting out, and you're 5-0, and you're with a minor or a major, it sure would be nice to have about 50,000 tucked in that ain't touched. Okay,
Word.
it's it's not my problem that you don't know how to get to the 50,000. It's my problem that you can get to the 50,000 and nobody never called nobody for you.
At
Okay,
all.
all right. I know everybody
Yes, sir.
want to protect their undefeated record. That's great, but you don't become a millionaire being scared. You become a millionaire chasing it. Okay, and
Word.
I'm looking for the chasers. I'm looking for the warriors. I'm looking for the killers. Okay, and I don't mean killers like that, but I mean killers like that. Okay,
Word.
this is a business, man. This is a money business. I'm tired of seeing these fighters. I just seen a fighter sit out a whole year and a half, and waiting for a terrible fighter to step up. Okay,
Oh,
you're 2-0 as a pro. There's no way you should be fighting a 1-8 fighter. How easy do you want it? And now I'm not going to see you for a whole nother year.
another 18
It's not
months
business.
ain't show up.
Okay,
Yeah. God.
come on.
Excuse
I
me.
mean, bro, what are they doing? You know, what are they doing? Like I said, I get very passionate. I get very emotional about this, and I hate for the fans of the Dr. House podcast to see me at this. But Earl know how passionate I am about this.
It's
He
real.
knows
It's
how passionate I
understood.
am about fighting. He knows how passionate in marketing. He knows how passionate this state about pushing talent here. People who have dreams and have aspirations, and they want to see themselves go above and beyond. I'm with y'all
Mhm.
100%. I love helping people, but I cannot help people who don't want to be helped. 580-8958. I'm here, guys. You don't have to sit there and say, man, one day. No, one day could be this year if you play your cards right. But like I said, I get more talent. I want to. I know I'm rambling. I'm 30 minutes in, but I want to give another special shout out to a new fighter I just signed. His name is Christopher Cruikshank out of Juliet, Illinois. He's a very special fighter. He's going to be making his debut soon in the fall. I believe we agreed to the fall. Um,
All debut.
he is a Vision
Oh,
Sport fighter. He is going to be he is our priority, and we're going to take care of him. So I want to wish
yes,
Christopher
sir.
the best here live, and I want to make sure that everybody knows that win, lose, or draw, he is going to be taken care of, supported, and cared for. And I call him, and I check up on him, and I make sure that his money is not wasted. and we're gonna take care of our guys. Everybody that's on the team, not just Chris, but everybody that's on the team. Y'all should come on, man. Quit being scared, bro. Come on to VisionSport.
Really.
Hey, put this at the top. Hey, when you make your commercial, put this on there. Quit being scared. Come to VisionSport. We can help you. You fighters need to quit playing. Come to VisionSport.
Just do it.
I'm
Just do
sorry,
it.
man. I'm just
I'm not.
rambling. I'm
I
rambling.
this is what I needed for you to do right here. This is the whole reason we pulled this whole episode together, man. Because I was sitting on something completely different, and I'm like, you know what? You hit me up, and I was like, this is the perfect chance for him to just let these people see that it's not
The raw side.
BS. It's straight. It's there's nothing more raw than a man pouring his heart out, asking why aren't you taking advantage of these opportunities that are given. And it doesn't happen every day, bro. You don't just hear people just jump on the mic and say, hey, man, we as an organization have everything that you need right here in Louisiana. Yet you just have to speak on a fighter. Shout out to you, Chris. Welcome to the squad. However, this man is from Illinois. So I know how passionate you are about your I don't even want to call it local, just whatever you want to call it, just statewide love for your state, bro, and for your craft of MMA and boxing. This pipeline of fighters is on the way. It's just, are the people willing to be a part of that pipeline? That's what we're asking y'all to do. Be a part of this pipeline, bro. It's you're gonna look back months from now, maybe even years from now, and you're like, damn, them boys was trying to say it.
You know, I tried. Like I said, I'm trying, and the problem is that I hate to see fighters who are struggling. And all this, fighters are canceling not to fight me stuff, and all of this, um, everybody's backing out. They don't want to fight me stuff. That's bull crap. If we're looking
Yeah.
for a fight, we're looking for one. I'm sick and tired of this. Fighters are avoiding me. No, if I'm fighting in July, I'm fighting in July. Somebody is getting it. Anywhere in the country, they're getting it. I don't care if it's in
Yeah.
Florida. Okay, a guy backed out. Well, is there any other shows in Florida? Okay. In New York, up north, California, is there any fighters out there that can buy? Because I'm ready in July. Okay?
Yeah.
It's not whenever y'all find something, let me know. We got to stop that bull crap, man.
Yeah.
All right? Money,
Right now.
wait for no one. No one.
Not a soul. Those are facts, bro. Those are facts. We're gonna shut it down, man. I just want to let you leave your final words, man. Anything you want to leave them with. I know you gave them all the inspiration that they're gonna need. You also gave them all the information they're gonna need. Give them that last one
Mhm.
swift kick in the butt, bro. What you got for them?
Well, I'm going to say this one more time. Any fighter out there, out there, that is not being represented the way you want to be represented, reach out. Any fighter out there, any athlete out there has any questions on how your business goes, reach out. Quit being scared to ask questions or question me on what I know. Because I'm here and I'm ready. And I'm tired of you guys thinking that if you keep getting your head bashed in or you keep competing against trash, that you're going to get recognized. Okay?
No.
Real recognizes real. Fight the best, you become the best. And that's all I got to say.
Man, once again, y'all, Jonathan Belton, heart and soul of Vision Sport Management, brought to you one more time to let you guys know, stop stunting. Stop playing with your livelihood. If you're passionate about this craft, bro. See, I'ma just say it to end it. I wish, and I truly wish, and maybe I will one day become that pipeline for these musicians, for these podcasts, entrepreneurs, for if you got any type of media craft. I want to eventually become that pipeline. H.A.A.S is working on music videos, of course, albums, of course. We got books coming. We got audio books coming, short films and movies. Also in production right now. No bullshit. I love to see anybody want to build a pipeline. Jonathan is inspiring me to build that pipeline for y'all in this media game. So take his word for it, or don't.
Mm.
But I suggest take his word for it. Pick up the phone, give him a call, man. Shoot the text, shoot the email. Reach out to this brother. He is trying everything he can. The whole VisionSport. They all doing everything that they can. They need to. They built the pipe. They've built the tunnel. They've built the path. It has to be occupied, bro. It has to be occupied. It needs participants to be successful. And you need the team to be successful. So, I ain't the smartest brother in the world, but 2 + 2 is 4. Y'all need to go ahead and reach out. Jonathan, man, I appreciate your time again. Brother, we're going to do this again and again and again until they figure it out. But we're going to put this thing together real smooth for them, man. I'm going to drop that on their head. Y'all already know where to reach me at. Instagram and TikTok, Black Girl _H.A.A.S. YouTube page, the Black Girl H.A.A.S Entertainment page. Facebook, Earl Nelson. Facebook, Black Girl H.A.A.S. Everything's the same. You know how to reach me. JB, how can they reach you on a personal level since you gave them the VisionSport deal already?
JonBoy Belton on Facebook, King JonBoy on Instagram. JonBoy on Snap, JonBoy Belton on Snap. VisionSport Management on Facebook, VisionSport Management on Instagram, VisionSportManagement.net, where you can see all of our services. Again, like I said, I appreciate coming on. They wanted the real. I'm giving them the real. You can be scared if you want to.
Man, that's the real it's going to get. I appreciate you, brother. Y'all already know, folks. Till next time, 101.